Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Welcome back to Middle Earth Gaming, and now is another news update because it's happened, guys. It's all here, well, mostly all of it. It is the rise of Angmar. Everything has now been revealed to be coming out, well, mostly everything, to be coming out this Saturday for pre-order. So we're going to go through the article because the Sunday preview went live yesterday for me now, so apologies this is going out late. It dropped at like 4 a.m. I think for my time, so I did not get a chance to actually film a video until now. I just finished work and I'm recording this at the earliest possible time, so apologies about that, guys. So there we go. So we're going to go through the article. In the comment section below, do let me know if you guys plan on getting anything. Are you guys planning on getting the book, any of the new models? Again, as we know that the new book won't be available in the new edition, it won't be compatible with the new edition, but it will be compatible up until the new edition. So that's going to give us, like, you know, basically the rest of August, or whenever it comes out, probably by the end of August, all of September, all of October, all of November, and I'm assuming the new edition is going to be out in September, probably when the new movie is coming out, which is around the middle of December. So that gives us quite a bit of time. So if, you know, people want to play those legendary legions or any of the new models, I'm going to be getting it no matter what. We'll talk about it like when we go through the article. But yeah, I'm pretty damn excited because it's really some uncharted territory as we'll go through. Yeah, so you know, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys do let me know in the comment section below. Again, what are you guys excited about? If you're not, let me know as well. Why are you guys not going to be picking it up? You know, I mean, it's fair enough. You know, only it's a book that's only going to be out for 3.5 months, if that. So it's an interesting take on it, I have to say. But we'll go through the article and we'll talk about that. Alright guys, so here is the Sunday preview. We have the Blood Angels descend and war comes to Angmar. So of course, it starts with, first of all, about 40k, about the new Blood Angels stuff. I was actually interested in this. I was actually maybe interested in starting a Blood Angels army, but I was looking at the new models and I'm not a fan of them. Then we got some Legion Imperialis stuff. We're not interested in that kind of stuff. We're interested in the Middle Earth stuff because the Rise of Angmar supplement is out this week. It's going up for pre-order on Saturday. We don't know the prices yet. Again, the only thing that, you know, all of this stuff will be direct to order because it mostly, like, all the new releases are in 4-drop resin. It does say in the article here. The only things that haven't been revealed, that aren't going up for pre-order at the moment, as far as I know, are Birder and the Hill Trolls. I don't know why they haven't gone up. It's kind of saving me a little bit of bank because I'm going to be getting everything. So make sure to leave us, like, you know, make sure to subscribe, guys, because we're going to go through this in much detail. I'm going to be doing all the unboxings, all the cool stuff there. We're going through the book in detail. Again, I know some people probably won't care about the book at the moment because of how limited it will be. It's only going to be, like, you know, be standard for a few months. But again, I think it's a very cool thing. The only thing I'm going to say, I'm actually in the process. I've just bought the Ruin of Arnold supplement, the old one, back in from 2005 or 2006, I think it was. So I'm actually going to do like a bit of a retrospective kind of thing. If you guys would like to see that, do let me know. In the old Arnold supplement, there was only 6 scenarios. If you can believe it. I actually just went back through it. There was only ever 6 scenarios, and I'm pretty sure 2 of them were appendix scenarios where it had like Arathorn and Aragorn and that. So really there was only like 4 scenarios for the actual like Witch King assault on Arnold. You know, had nothing about Amon-Sur, had nothing about that. So as we'll go further in here, it does show you, it does tell us how many scenarios in here. And also from the Armies of Middle Earth, Armies of Lord of the Rings, I should say. It's not Armies of Middle Earth yet. We have the Fall of Arnold scenario in here. I don't think this is in Ruin of Arnold. I don't remember seeing it, but this comes with like Arthur Dewey, Malbeth, Captain Arnold, 24 Warriors of Arnold, and 12 Reigns of Arnold. But this doesn't even have the Witch King in it. It's an Arnold scenario without it. It doesn't even have the Witch King. So it's interesting. And that's why I'm interested. So let's go straight into the article and we'll have a bit of a chat about it. So here we have the Rise of Angmar, return to Middle Earth, and a new expansion that details how Arnold fell into despair and ruin at the hands of the Witch King Rise of Angmar contains a wealth of new rules for you to use, including 13 profiles representing the heroes and villains that fought to determine the fate of Arnold, an updated army list that incorporate these new profiles plus 7 new legendary legions. So of course we know that Birdo's got a legendary legion. It's like, these are still going to be available for the next few months, and I can imagine people picking this up just to test them out, and that kind of stuff. Obviously you can still play them at home, once the new edition comes out. There's nothing stopping you doing that, which is cool. It also says 22 narrative play scenarios, gives you the tools you need to recreate the battles between Arnold and Angmar, and a campaign system links them all together and ensures that each mission has an effect on the overall outcome, which is very cool. It also featured a short history of the conflict, a painting masterclass on haunted ruins, and a showcase of gorgeous miniatures. Of course, there's always a showcase, it always showcases new models. The painting the masterclass on haunted ruins, I don't know what that could be. Is it new ruins that we're going to see? I doubt it. Is it going to be like old Osgiliath ruins or something like that? That's the only thing I could really think of. Unless because they've already done a painting masterclass in Quest of the Ringbearer for Weathertop, and I assume Weathertop's going to be in here, because the Witch King assaults Weathertop. That's how it became like Amon's Hall, like the ruined watchtower. So I assume it's going to have a scenario about that. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm very interested to see what's that going to be like. Haunted ruins. What's that going to be like? Obviously, there's going to be a short history on the conflict. There always is the Tale of Years and that kind of stuff. But the one I'm most interested in, as you guys know, I'm more of a narrative player. 22 narrative play scenarios, which I would buy just for that. Honestly, as you guys know, I'm a narrative player. If you guys are just more competitive focused, then I completely understand why you wouldn't buy it. But for me, myself, I'm definitely going to pick this up. You guys know I was going to do it anyway. I'm going to, buy all the new models because it's probably going to be needed for the scenarios in here. And like I said, the original Ruin of Arnold supplement, I think, had 3 or 4 scenarios detailing the attacks on Arnold and Angmar, from Angmar, I should say. And this one's giving us 22. Now, some of these will be appendix scenarios, as they have said. So I'm assuming if it's going to be something like Defense of the North, there'll be like 8. I think there was actually 22 scenarios in Defense of the North. There was so there might be like 18 from Arnold and Angmar, and then 5 appendix scenarios, something along those lines. But that's really cool. I'm really interested to see what those what those are like. They've also said that it's like they're really cool scenarios. Of course it would say that. But I'm very interested to see what they entail. Something that we've never really seen before, which is always exciting. Continues at that story. So let's continue on. So we have Aenir, the last king of Gondor. At the time of Arnold's fall, Aenir was the heir to the throne of Gondor, a mighty warrior of renown. He sought to prove his worth by fighting the Witch King, but in a crucial moment, his horse was driven mad by fear and allowed the Lord of the Nazgul to escape. He eventually became king, but the shadow of this encounter, that doesn't say encounter, lay over him until his final confrontation in Minas Morgul. I doubt we'll say that as a scenario because you never hear from him again. He rides off to Minas Morgul to face the Witch King. The Witch King basically challenges him on a one-on-one duel into Minas Morgul. Everyone say, no, don't go, that's just stupid, which it is. It's really stupid. I doubt they even had a one-on-one. I probably just got shot by arrows as soon as he got near. And you never hear from him again. You don't know what happens, so you assume he dies. As a master duelist, he's able to face off against mighty champions without fear. That's cool. Maybe he doesn't, maybe he's fearless. That could be cool. Fearless against heroes, that could be fun. And this kit contains 2 models, one on foot and one mounted, both made from forged wood resin. Yeah, I'm excited. And it does confirm here that he does have an unhelmeted version here on foot, on mounted, I should say, sorry. Because the original post, he had he was unhelmeted on foot and he was helmeted on mount, but here he's unhelmeted on both. I don't know if he can be helmeted on foot. Maybe he can. That'd be cool. I don't see why he couldn't. If you could convert it up if you want to. But yeah, I was so excited for this guy. He's a definite buy for me. I mean, all of these guys are, but you know what I mean. Aranath and Agadir, heroes of Arnold. That was hard to say. Agadir, captain of Arnold, is a skillful warrior with a wealth of battlefield experience, and his rise through the ranks to command the Knights of Arnold has put him to the front lines against the twisted forces of Angmar. He is joined by Aranath, the first chieftain of Dunedain, a mighty warrior who became the de facto leader of his people after his father fell in battle, which is, of course, Arvidui. There's a lot of A's here. This set contains Agadir both on foot and mounted, and Aranath on foot. All these are made from Forge World resin. Again, like I said, all these new characters are made from Forge World resin, unfortunately. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, very, very cool. I can definitely see Agadir, you know, in the front of some knights. I'm definitely going to be doing that, like, you know, 6 knights on Agadir. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, very, very cool. And speaking of the knights, we have the Knights of Arnold here. The men of Arnold that prove themselves as skilled enough to fight on horseback are often recruited in the Knights of Arnold. Armed with spears and plate armor, these brave warriors charge into battle, scattering infantry and breaking shields with their deadly momentum. That could be something to do with their rules, possibly. You know, +1 strength on the charge or something like that. I thought they might have had lances. They don't. That's okay. Again, these two guys are Forge World resin as well. Then we go into Nazthrak and the Shadow of Ruda. Now, we were very interested because when they were revealed, they just came out as single models. So it was interesting of how these guys are being packed. As you guys can see, Aranath is being packed with Agadir. Sorry, guys. And Nazthrak and the Shadow of Ruda are, you know, packed together as well. So it says the Witch King has many powerful allies at his beck and call, including the mysterious Shadow of Ruda and the Orc Captain Nazthrak. A scavenger by nature and a veteran of many wars, Nazthrak has managed to survive snatching equipment from the battlefield and can steal war gear from enemies he has slain. Only the Witch King knows the true history of the mysterious Shadow of Ruda and uses this to bind the powerful spirit to his implacable will, utilizing him as a dread warrior in battle. Both of these miniatures are made from Forge World resin. Aldrak and Fraish. I'm going to say Fraish. You know, I'm going to keep saying Fraish until I'm proven wrong. Heroes of Khan Doom. I assume that these guys are going to be packed together. It makes sense as a 2-pack. The men of Khan Doom pledged their allegiance to the Witch King and have since ruled over his succession of ruthless warlords. Of these, Aldrak is the most savage and zealous, leading his men in war against the Kingdom of Arnold from the front lines, where his brutish strength comes to the fore. Okay. Alongside him battles a Fraish, vassal of the Witch King, fervently devoted for his master. He has been blessed with the power to recite incantations that enable his words to invoke strength, courage, and ruthlessness in his allies. Obviously, a lot of these, you know, blurbs will give us little hints on some of their rules. So I'm very interested in what they're going to have. So then we have the Warriors of Khan Doom. Again, very, very cool. It basically just tells us that you can make them with spears and shields, and you have the option for a captain and the banner. So I'm guessing the banner's there on the left and the captain's the one on the right. Again, very, very cool. I'm going to put up a photo now. I'm going to basically put this to rest, and these are the guys that are in War in the North, that old game from 2011, I believe, or 2012. And the way that you guys can see it now, I think they look a lot better. Because, you know, they're not as, you know, I think the red doesn't make them look very much Middle Earthy, but I think you guys can see in the picture that you can see now, those little muted colors with the green and stuff. I think they make it look a lot better, and that's how I'm going to paint mine. Just so you guys know, but I think that makes them look a lot better. And then we have the Werewolves of Angmar, which is very, very cool. The last of the new models coming in. Again, like I said, no Birdo, no Hill Trolls, which is good. You know, saves me a little penny for the first round of releases. It says all the manner of shapeshifters and skin changes have found service under the Dark Lord, including men able to take on wolf forms. The Werewolves of Angmar may once have been able to shift between forms, but now they are stuck in their feral forms. Vicious and deadly creatures that possess a bloodlust unmatched by most creatures in Middle-earth, making them ideal hunters. Again, they said these are 2 resin models. Then, very surprisingly, returning Middle-earth Stranger Battle game inches. I was hoping for like a bit of a, you know, before this was going to be what was going to be coming back. But no, we're getting it right now. So this is very exciting. So as you guys can see, we have Eristor and Curdon, which is very, very cool. Arvidui and Malbeth going to be very, very popular. They've been out of stock for a long time. Arathorn, Halbarad with the banner, which is very, very cool. I thought they were already available. I guess they weren't. I swear they were available maybe like a year or 2 ago, but I thought they were available now, but obviously they're not. Gulliver, a massive one returning. You know, he's been going for mega bucks on eBay. The Kings of Men, and these are returning models. They're not made to orders, guys. These are returning models to the range, which is interesting. The Kings of Men returning to the range. That's an interesting one. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. Maybe they're needed in this scenario, possibly. I don't see why. That doesn't make sense. And the shade. Ew. But there you go. The shade's not as bad as it used to be. But all those are returning to range. Are all metal models, obviously. Then we have, as I said it was going to happen. It is the Warriors of Arnold warband. It comes with 12 Warriors of Arnold, the captain and the banner. Very, very cool. Again, it's a shame that we didn't get any new Forge World resin Warriors of Arnold. But I have asked people, what would you prefer? Would you prefer this Warrior of Arnold warband, which is probably going to be around the same price as 6 resin models? Or would you prefer the way that they're doing it now, which is the 6 resin models, like of updated sculpts of Warriors of Arnold and a new updated sculpt of Captain and Banner that you have to buy separately. So you'd probably be paying more for the Forge World stuff, or would you prefer this new stuff coming back? And it's been a bit of a mix, I gotta say. So I think that's quite interesting of how people want. I don't mind either way. I'm going to be buying them either way. To be honest, I would have liked to see updated sculpts, but yeah. And I've also got a painting guide going out for this, guys. So my entire, I've said this before. I have basically had the entire month, the next month of content on the channel prepared, ready to go. Like I know what I'm going to be doing. This has thrown it out of the window. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing now. I've got to try and get a few videos out before this drops. Like I said, we're going to be going deep into the new book. We're going to be going deep into some army stuff, like the new like Arnold and Angmar stuff. New terrain. I'll be doing some new boards for this as well, which is going to be very exciting. Maybe like a Fornos board or something like that. We will have to wait and see. And like I said, there's going to be all the unboxings of all the new miniatures as well. So if you guys like to see that, make sure to click that little subscribe button down below and click on all notifications so you guys don't miss out on anything. Yeah, so very, very cool. Also returning are the Dunedain, which is very, very cool. The old Dunedain. Which is interesting because I don't think I've ever seen some of these models before. Like the guy kneeling with the bow on the was it the top right? I don't think I've ever seen that model. I used to have some Dunedain, back in my old collection. I've never ever seen that model. So that's very, very cool. And of course the Rangers of the North as well. Beautiful looking models. Again, I assume these are returned to the range, which is great. I think these are quite sought after models. So it's nice to see that they are coming back permanently, at least for now. They're not made to orders. So that's interesting. I expect them made to order soon as well, maybe with the old, I don't know, the old Murder model is still available, I think. But maybe like some metal orcs and stuff like that, who knows. Honestly, I expected some of these are made to order. But they're coming back as a main range, which is cool. So you guys don't have to worry about, unless you want them straight away, you guys don't have to worry about them, pre-ordering them straight away, which is great for me because, like I said, I'll be buying all the new models before I get this stuff. Because, like I said, not made to order, return to main range, so you guys don't have to worry. So yeah, very exciting. What am I going to be getting? Everything. As I said before. The book will be number 1, so I can do the reviews and that kind of stuff, and then working probably ascending order. So I'll probably start to get the good stuff first. I'll definitely be picking up Aena. It really depends on how much they are. It's an expensive hobby, so it is what it is. But worth it for sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's awesome, guys. I'm really can't wait. New models look great. I got some conversion ideas for the for some Knights of Gondor up with Aena. I think I've said this before. Like taking that shield and replacing the Knights of Gondor shield and putting Fountain Court helmets instead and doing some capes and that kind of stuff. It'll be a lot of fun, like some personal bodyguards of Aena. I think that could be a lot of fun. But there we go, guys. That is the article. That is what's coming out on pre-order this Saturday. I might do another video up later on, as it gets closer, or like when the pre-orders go live, to let you guys know the prices, that kind of stuff. But yeah, and of course, as I said before, yeah, make sure to be subscribe, guys, because we're gonna go deep into Arnold, and into this book, and I can't wait, guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Well, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. See you guys in the next video or stream, and as always, happy gaming.